Good day.
If you were being interviewed for a position as a parent and someone said, "Hey, Caroline, as a parent, what's your strength and what's your weakness?" What would you say it is?
What would you say it is?
I'm too patient with my spouse.
Oh, for you,
Yeah.
not for me.
No. And that's actually my positive and my weakness is both.
Hey,
Yeah.
why?
Just such a giving partner, but holy cow, does it take a toll on my soul.
Like what?
Have you lived with you in any real meaningful way over 30 plus years?
Lived with me for my whole life.
Have you though?
What?
Because some tells me you take a lot of trips to outer space.
Why? What?
Just saying.
What?
You're amazing. You're perfect
Nope.
in every way.
Nope.
You're discombobulated sometimes.
What does that mean?
Means you're just all over the place. You're like in Star Trek when the transporter didn't work and you didn't know what was coming through. That's what you could be when you enter a room sometimes where you're like, I don't know.
Well, if the transporter doesn't work, you're into like millions of little molecules.
Yep, you're getting it. You're getting it. And then you just reform into this thing, and who knows?
Or dead. You just die.
Oh, I wasn't going to go dark with this.
Well, because you get spliced up, man. You don't come back as another being.
No, you come back as a different version of yourself.
Maybe it's like Hermione when she drinks the polyglot juice or whatever. Or not polyglot juice, but whatever the.
Polyglot potion to change yourself.
But isn't polyglot being able to
Are you saying
speak
glot or
God?
glot?
God.
No, you said glot several
Yeah,
times.
I meant it, but whatever. But that's like speaking more than one language. But whatever, the transformational potion. She accidentally got a little cat hair in there.
Is that the Moaning Myrtle episode or movie?
Maybe.
Same one.
I think so.
Cool, cool. Tom Felton's playing Draco Malfoy in the Broadway production of The Cursed Child.
Wasn't he Draco Malfoy in the.
Yeah, as a child, he's reprising his role as a grown-up Draco Malfoy for the Broadway show.
That's cool.
And they cast the new actors in the television series reboot of it.
Harry Potter?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And J.K. Rowling is still opinionated.
Oh. Like what? How?
She's not super inclusive in her worldview.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's funny because she said, I want to make this very culturally diverse for everybody and like open, but there's Christmas, there's Halloween, like there's.
Not even that. She's big time anti-trans.
Oh.
Spends a lot of her billionaire time on the internet.
Oh.
Yeah. It's not great. So yeah, you get a lot of money. Doesn't do much good for people, I don't think.
I think it was Jim Carrey who said, I wish everyone could be rich and famous, even just for a bit, just to realize that's not the secret.
That's why he gave up acting for so long and just became a painter.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. If you ever watch comedians in cars getting coffee with Seinfeld, who himself is turning out to be a weird old man, or just a disconnected old man, is a better way of putting it. The Jim Carrey episode is very interesting because he still does the wacky Jim Carrey stuff, but then he takes Jerry to his art studio and he just shows him, he's like, this is what I do now. I don't, and this is back when he took a big break from acting. So he's since come back and provided us some cinematic masterpieces like Sonic the Hedgehog and Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen those.
So that's not like one. We watched it.
Oh, what I thought, wasn't it like not Ryan Gosling?
No, you're thinking the Pokemon movie, Pokemon Detective movie, whatever it is.
No, the other Ryan,
Detective
or
Pikachu.
the other Canadian. The other Canadian.
Reynolds or Ryan
Ryan
Gosling?
Reynolds. Yes.
He was in the Pokemon movie,
Oh,
Detective
I
Pikachu.
thought he was in Sonic. Have I seen Pokemon? I don't think I've
Yeah,
seen Pokemon.
watched that too. If I watched it, we've watched it together. I don't just sit around and go, I'm going to watch some kid shows.
Not necessarily.
Mm,
You could have watched it with the kid.
which kid? Just some random kid. Hey, kid, you want to watch some Pokemon?
Oh, maybe I vaguely remember.
We watched it. It was family movie night.
Pikachu. Okay, what's up with Jerry Seinfeld?
Oh, he's just an old, out of touch billionaire.
Yeah, like what does that mean?
Just to summarize it, he's just he's just an old, out of touch super rich guy. So he doesn't conform to any societal norms, and he thinks it's weird that people like he's the anti-woke type of guy because he's got a ton of money and whatever. Not that I like that term, but
I think he's autistic-y.
probably,
I'm pretty sure.
probably. But didn't stop him from being who he is.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah,
I know there was something else I wanted to share, but do you like my Snoopy pajamas?
they're very nice.
I haven't put them on yet, but
Yeah, they're very nice.
because I'm scared. Bed
Of,
bugs, bed bugs. So terrible, terrible.
keep better house then.
Ah, hotels
Mm,
in Edmonton. Sorry if you're Edmontonians.
yeah, we're sorry for anybody that are Edmontonians. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
So, in light of everybody's fears recently about AI and job replacement and its effect on people, I had the idea of I wonder how good of a parent AI would be.
Hmm.
So I asked it. I said, hey, you, if you were a parent, what would be your parenting philosophy? How would you approach parenting? And it generated a list of things.
Oh,
So it's an interesting read. Nothing's crazy. Like it's not like it's going to terminate all fleshy humans or anything, but I want to get your take on what AI said. So if I were a parent, this is AI talking, not me. Here's how I'd approach raising a child. Grounded in research, common sense, and a strong dose of empathy, the computer says. First, connection before correction.
okay. Are we using, would it be on the same like Google? Because this is like exactly, I bet it's going to be exactly word for word crap that I've written. Because I literally just did a podcast episode on connection over correction. And well, I put it up into AI for all my social media posts.
Then, yeah, probably soliciting that as part of the database. So, okay. So, what we're doing is we're reviewing Caroline's take on parenting.
Okay, anyway,
Did you have the very clever quip of if a child doesn't feel safe with you emotionally, your lessons won't land? They'll defend, not learn.
pretty much not that word for word. Connection before correction is word for word.
So, what I'm hearing is you're a bit of a robot.
Maybe.
Beep boop.
Aw.
All right. So,
Yes,
Caroline AI, that's what we'll refer to it. Okay. Bazenko AI,
the AI.
CAI, that's very good, very clever. Would prioritize emotional safety and trust, meaning validating feelings before addressing behavior,
Yep,
modeling calm instead of demanding it,
yep,
repairing quickly when I mess up because Caroline AI will.
yep. As long as, but if you're repairing the same stuff every day, you're yelling. Oh no, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to yell. If you're just following in that same pattern, that's not cool.
Yep, fair enough. Good
But
distinction.
yeah, all of those things are true. We got to model it. We validate. Behaviors are addressed later on when everyone's calm again and de-escalated. Yeah.
Good.
Smart AI.
Excellent take, human Caroline. Now let's see what AI Caroline has to say. Number two, respect their brain's timeline. Sound familiar?
A little bit.
Kids aren't mini adults. Carolyn AI would base expectations on neuroscience, not social pressure.
Hmm.
Would Carolyn AI or human AI do?
Well,
Carolyn
yeah,
do that?
yeah. So the example, well, actually, the TikTok video that you sent me with the little guy,
Gauze? That guy?
no,
Oh,
because there's a bike. He's going on his bike and a little strider bike, and the strider bike falls down, and his dad's like, "Oh, pick it up," and he's just standing there with his arms out.
yeah.
And then he's just standing, 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 standing. And then he slowly lifts a leg over the strider bike. And then he walks a couple of feet and then just slowly puts himself down on the ground like he fell
Oh, yeah,
over.
yeah, yeah.
And then the dad's like, a little bit of a late reaction there, mate, right?
Yeah.
So kids do need time to process, right? They need to, and the example that I like to give, like for my own self, is when I took the dogs up to go hiking,
Hmm.
and I took them in the side by side to get to where I wanted to go. And immediately the dogs jump out and run.
Yeah.
One of them stays like with me, the other one runs away. So for hours, I'm looking for this stupid dog, right? It's getting dark, it's getting cold, I'm getting scared. And after a couple hours, I look down and there's a bear right there. And I immediately, like I react big, my arms go up and my face is aggressive. And I probably stood like that. It felt like half an hour. I doubt that I actually was there for half an hour. It was maybe 30 seconds. I'm sure if anybody else was walking by, they're like, what is that chick
Why
doing?
is she yelling at the dirt
Just
path?
standing there with her hands up, right? Like she's being arrested. But it took my brain so long, like my rational thinking brain, so long to get online to figure out what's just happened, right?
Yeah.
So kids, they don't have as good connections as we do in our brain. Like our brain is more developed, those connections are fast, so we can send messages, especially to our prefrontal cortex, which is our calming,
Mhm.
self-regulating, rational brain. Kids don't have that, and their emotional brain is the strongest that takes over. So yeah, we see things differently. We have different perspectives. Like when I do my presentations, I'll have half the room close their eyes and half the room keep their eyes open, but they all hear the exact same sound. So it's an auditory illusion. They all hear the exact same sound, but because one half of the room have their eyes open, they perceive the sound differently because they're using different parts of their brain. So it's incredible because the
Yeah.
room is like, how did we listen to the exact same thing, but we heard different things? It's because your brain processed it differently. And so for kids, they do see the world and experience the world differently. And so that is very good advice.
From Carolyn AI.
Well, and even when I hurt myself and if you are like, are you okay? It's annoying.
Yeah.
I get angry.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. Because I need time to process, right? I need time to process. And kids need even more time to process.
So in that instance, what's a better approach? Let you just walk it off and later on go, hey, what happened with that big scream? You cool? Like, is that how you want to approach it?
Yeah, just
Because then it runs the risk of he never cares. I hurt myself the other day and he never even checked on me. That's the conversation I have coming if I
that's
don't be
also
like, hey,
true.
yeah. So how would
You
you like to
remember
deal with this?
that situation the other day? I'm like, just count 5 seconds, 5 Mississippis.
Yeah.
That's a good, just for all
So now I got to
situations.
do math to make sure you're okay. This is dumb. All right, number 3 from Carolyn AI. Discipline equals teaching,
Teaching,
not punishing.
because the root word of discipline is
Yes.
disciple.
Oh, yeah. I
Well,
thought you'd go play like
well,
disc golf or
not a
something.
root word, I guess, but
I'd skip spanking, yelling, or shame. Instead, Carolyn AI would use natural consequences.
yep,
Okay. Talk through what happened and what could have been done next time.
maybe.
Reinforce that mistakes are a part of learning.
Yep.
All right. So you're aligned to that.
And it depends on the thing. So mistakes are part of learning, sure. But again, if the kid is doing the same thing over and over and over again, like it's something's got to change, right?
Yep.
But yeah, discipline is teaching, right? So what is the learning opportunity? What have we learned here? What can we do differently? Most of the time they know it. It's just in the moment they
They
can't help it. They know they're not supposed to hit their sister in the face, right? But when their sister pisses them off in the moment,
stupid face is right there.
exactly,
You
it's
punch
hard.
that stupid face.
Exactly, it's hard
Yeah.
not to.
My brother and I operated. Like, look at that stupid face and that pow right in the kisser. Then mom would be very upset with us.
So you're not stupid kids, so you know the difference. So then you got to practice having that stupid face in your face and not punch. Do something different instead of punch.
Can 5 Mississippis work there as well? Just asking.
Hey, time will give you yes.
What if during that though, because you gotta think, so thinking it through, you're staring at their stupid face, and that 5 Mississippis force you to stare at it even longer. There's a risk you're gonna be even angrier because you've been staring at their face for 5 Mississippis.
So we got to help find a replacement behavior.
Fair enough. Number 4 from the Caroline AI.
Hmm.
Let them struggle a bit. I wouldn't recuse them from every frustration or failure. Allow boredom. We talk about that a lot. Let them lose, fall, and argue, then help them reflect and recover. Oh, here you go. Resilience is built in the tension between challenge and support.
This is totally like
Am I just reading back your article?
pretty
Okay,
much
number 5,
well,
model the
everything.
adult I want them to become. Yep.
Well, just going back to the rescuing, right? For everything. So there's the zone of development, like an optimal zone, right? So we don't want them so stressed out they're overwhelmed that they're totally freaking out. but it can't be too easy too. So yeah, we got to let them. The clip that I usually see, I always relate it back to movies, right? But the clip from Ray where he's just developing his blindness and he falls down, right? If people have heard me talk, they're like, "Oh yeah, I know exactly what she's talking about." But he falls down and mom wants to rush, like, oh my gosh, my baby's losing his sight. But she realizes no, like, and she stops and she doesn't go to him, even
Yeah.
though he's like, "Mom, I need you," right? Because she realizes he's got to figure out the world.
Yeah.
So we just got to step back a bit and let them figure it out. So yeah, that's important. Model who we want. Yeah, we want to model the behaviors we want to see.
Are you advocating for child blindness, though? Is that what
No,
I just took from that?
no.
It's a weird disciplinary tract.
It's to help him figure out. He's got to learn how to pick himself up and brush himself up and
After you blind them.
keep going. She didn't blind him. He was developing his blindness.
Gotcha.
But she realized he's going to have to figure out the world.
Model the adult I want to become. We've talked about that a ton.
Yeah.
Create tech boundaries early. This is one that you're struggle with because you're flippy floppy on this one. So let's just hear what the Carolyn AI has to say. Delay devices as long as practical.
Yeah.
Use screens with them, not instead of them.
Yeah. Always co-watch, co-play.
Prioritize play, boredom, and real world connection. This is where it falls apart for you because you're more like, let's go outside. Here's a tablet, right?
For those of you who don't know me or this podcast, have not heard us before, he is being very facetious right now because this is my number one sticking point.
Yes.
Even kids will bring me to therapy. Oh, Caroline is always on our side. I need a rabbit. Mom, let's go talk to Caroline because we need to get a rabbit. I'm on Kate's side for everything except for screens. Screens is the one. So they were like, please don't bring screens up with Caroline. Yeah.
How many kids have you roasted where you've gone into the room and they've been expecting an ally and you just torch them?
I tell them right from the start that screens will never be something that I am on their side with,
Fair enough.
unless their side is playing instead of like playing outside instead of playing on a screen. Then I'll be on their side.
All right. Be the calm in their chaos.
And just on
You,
screens, no phones, ideally, until high school. No social media, ideally, really until
ever.
20s. Yeah, ever is ideal, but definitely not before 16. 18, better. 25, even better. Never best.
Okay. So be the calm in their chaos.
Yep.
When they're spinning out, try to be emotional anchor, not their mirror.
Crashing out when they're crashing, not spinning out.
Okay. Crashing out.
Just to
Right.
be with the lingo. Yeah, well, the example that I give there is if a baby is sitting on a bumbo chair and, like, for some reason happens to be put on a counter and they fall off, what would you do? If you go over, oh my God, and you're freaking out, then, like, that is not the approach. You need to be able to calmly go over there. You're calm, cool, collected, be able to sit next to that baby. You're okay, right? Like, in any situation, that's how we need to be. You can't freak out. Harder said than done. Like, I know I have freaked out
Mhm.
before with babies falling down the stairs. I'm like, oh my gosh. I've learned since then. That was
Mhm.
many years ago, but
So now in that situation, if the baby fell down the stairs and face planted, you just slide up all cash and be like, that sucked. Is that how you do it?
that's how you're supposed to do it.
If a kid in the bubble chair just eats it, you'd be like, what did we learn? Is that how you
No,
approach it?
that's not it.
What if you're the reason the child fell off in the bumble chair?
Well, I
Would
would
you be
never,
like, that'll teach you?
I'll never have a bumbo on the table anyways, but I'm just saying.
You talk
No.
about, we've got pictures of our child in a bumbo on a table,
Yeah, but not left unattended.
I suppose.
Not left unattended. The only way that would happen is if they're left unattended.
That's fair. That's fair.
And that was many years ago.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was a simpler time.
But um no, yeah, it would be going next to them and just being there. Like you felt
Touch
had
of
it
the
all.
serpent. Is that how you'd say it?
No, Andy.
Expose them to nature, art, and quiet.
Yeah.
So Carolyn AI, Beep Boop, would raise them to sit by a fire without needing a screen. I think we've covered that.
Yeah.
Find magic in books and forests. That's your jam right there.
I know.
Yeah. Hear their own thoughts without fear.
And They make fun of me, but they've each named trees themselves before. They've both hugged trees before.
But, but kids in cults on compounds do what their parents do too. And then the ones that run away are like, it was crazy. So is it possible there's a bit of that in there
No,
that they felt they had to get their freedom from the forest hugging?
no, they enjoyed. They named all of the trees
Bob,
over by the, and we made tea. They loved the tree tea,
the,
thanked the tree for the tea,
the pine needle tree. Or,
pine needle tea.
yeah.
Hmm.
Did you or did you not hug a tree as an adult?
I have been known to hug a tree or two.
Did you go on a weekend excursion specifically to hug trees?
Okay, it's called forest bathing, first of all.
Oh, that did not make it better.
It wasn't a whole weekend. It was just an afternoon, maybe a day,
Of?
tree forest bathing.
No. What does that involve?
One hug, only one hug to a tree.
But like, was it weird? Did you make it weird?
Conversation with a tree.
Oh God, you're not making any of this better. All right. Final guiding principle from the robot Caroline.
Point for that is just being in nature.
Yes. No, it is. So I'm just teasing you about it. Final guiding principle. Do you remember the last time they brought it up and teased you about it? We were driving to Tofino and they were saying, Mom, would you hug these trees? And you got super excited at the prospect of pulling over and hugging a tree. The only reason you didn't, do you remember?
No.
It was rainy.
Oh,
You didn't want to get cold.
I don't know.
I did.
They make fun of me all the time. No, Maya just was making fun of me yesterday for
About.
forest bathing.
Well, that's because her boyfriend called you a hippie unsolicited.
He did.
Yeah.
Well, because she told him about forest bathing. And then he's like, oh, no, it was tarot cards.
Yes, the tarot cards. Care to fill anybody in on how many sets?
I don't have tarot cards.
What do you have? Again, this is going to be exactly like the forest bathing explanation. It's not going to help. Okay, non-tarot card owner, what kind of cards do you have?
Okay, whatever. Let's just keep going.
Last final guiding principle.
I'm just saying, I'm not a hippie.
You're an alternative thinker, and it's part of what makes you perfect.
I just get overwhelmed with love.
I get you. Those children are abused every morning when they arise. It's abuse, but they're conditioned to it.
It is not. They love my hugs and kisses.
They do. They try and play it off like they don't, but they do.
Hmm.
Because they miss it when it's not around. When you're on the road, they don't get the same morning greeting from dad.
I know. I'm like, Maya, Willow. They love it.
Mm.
They do. The day that I stop yelling their name and running to rush to see them, they're going to miss it.
There. I keep telling them that. Keep telling them that. I'm like, you got to appreciate this now. Because at some point in your life, we're not going to be here. Maybe it's tomorrow because we're sick of you. Maybe it's 30 years. Who knows? Who knows? But they don't believe me. But that's how Utes are. Okay, final guiding principle from the robotic Caroline.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
My job isn't to raise a well-behaved child. It's to raise a kind, capable adult and still like each other when they're grown. Do you agree or disagree?
Not to be well behaved. Yeah, you know what? Obedience crushes the soul. So that shouldn't be the kids who are not never allowed to say no, who are obedient all the time. I think we've talked about this, are more likely to be victims to peer pressure, right? They're more likely to be people pleasers later on and more anxious. They're not assertive, right? They can't stand up for themselves. So, and if we look through history, the people who went against authority are the people who made the world a better place throughout history, right? So that is important. And it is. It's just we've talked lots about just being good people, being kind.
Yes.
Like that's what my hope is. I don't care about what they've learned in school, but at the end of grade 12, when they graduate, do they know how to be kind? Do they know how to be grateful? Do they know how to be helpful?
Yeah. No, that to me is the end all be all, right? Like I don't care if they're the smartest person or the wealthiest, but are they a good person?
Yeah.
Because if they're not, that's the reflection on us, right?
So what do you think? Anything on there that was...
No, it was all pretty aligned, but it's funny that it's basically based on an article potentially that you wrote.
Well, not one. I think it's just a combination. The connection before correction I just did. But all of those points are things that I talk about all the time.
Yeah. Which makes sense. But yeah, I thought that was interesting that it came back like that.
Interesting.
I was hoping to be something really left field. like internment camps for children or something weird that you're like, oh man, AI is bad, but
I wonder if we could like, or use a different, yeah, go to a library and try that again. Might be interesting to see. Or like a different, somewhere that's not connected to our Google account and algorithms.
yeah, probably try something like that. I'll run it and see what it says. I'll figure out a way.
All right.
Cool.
Good day.
Good day.